you want to elevate your life, in this video, I'm going to share 10 powerful tools that can ease your personal development. Stay with me. Personal development changed my life. Because it did for me, I trust it can do the same for you. Maybe you're at a place where you're really low, you don't really know what to do, you're lost, things are not working out well. It's okay. It's fine. It's a process. But you can't stop developing yourself. And to help you get out from where you are, there's a solution out there. And you can know that solution only when you develop yourself, you develop your mind. That's why I'm making this video. Stay till the end and I will share a bonus tool. Okay? Are you with me? All right, so let's get into it. The first tool I'm going to share today is coaching and mentorship. Do you have a mentor? Do you have a coach? Do you have someone you talk to, someone who challenges you, who pushes you to your next level? The truth is, where I come from, we don't really consider coaching and mentorship so important. Everyone just tries to figure things out by themselves. A coach is someone who will challenge you, push you to your next limit. He or she will want to bring out the best in you. Similar to a mentor, but a mentor is more like a guide. A mentor will be there to just show you the steps so you can't really make the mistakes he or she made in the past. But both of them fall under the same category. So the main tool I use for coaching and mentorship is Growth Day. I am subscribed to the Growth Day app and I go there, Brendan Butchard. He's a high performance coach and that's someone who I really admire and I learn a lot from him. So there are many tools out there. There are many coaches that you can follow online, follow their stuff, follow what they say, follow their research, and I believe you will learn a whole lot from them. The second tool is books, reading books. As you can see on my shelf, I have some books. I buy at least a book every month, and sometimes I also buy them digitally, and I use the Kindle. So as you can see, Coach the Person, Not the Problem. This is a book I read, so it's like a cover on my Kindle. It's on Amazon. So I read a lot. Another thing I use to read effectively is book summaries. Look at this book, right? See the number of pages? How long will it take you to finish this book? So because of that, I tend to use book summaries. I use Blinkist and it has short summaries where it summarizes the book. It outlines just the key concepts. I'm not saying you should rely just on the summaries, but it's a good way for you to skim through the book you're interested in. And if it catches your eye, then you can purchase the physical version, which you can read any day, anytime for the rest of your life, or you can get it digitally in your Kindle. Another thing that I use for books is Audible. Audible is more of like audiobooks where you just plug in your headphones and you listen, and yeah, that's Audible. It's like a podcast, but it's a book. Someone is reading it. And the reading format's a little bit different. It's not like word to word. They try to make it interactive in a way that you can understand. So books are very important. They contain wealth of knowledge. People have lived lives, people have made mistakes, people have done research, people have interviewed other people. And so they do all of that research to solve a specific problem. They compile it and put it in a book. It's important you engage in reading books. I started off quite in a good place with reading books when I got involved in personal development. But over time, I slowed down. And the reason I slowed down was because I wasn't putting in enough action. So reading books is one thing, but applying the knowledge, applying the lessons learned from the book is the second and the most important thing. Action. Action beats knowledge. Action beats reading. So read and you act. And one secret tip, don't just go out there buying books and reading. It can be good to get the knowledge, but assess your life right now. Which area do you feel like you have a challenge? Which area do you want to really grow and get to your next level? If it's in relationships, then you focus on reading more relationship books at this point in time. If it's in making money, you focus in reading books around money. So see books as a solution tool to any of your problems. If you have any challenge, go read a book on that topic. But in a general perspective, if you're interested in reading any book, you can go ahead and have the book, read it, fill yourself with knowledge, and make sure you apply it. And another thing, don't be under pressure. If you buy a book and after some time you feel like you've read it and you have not finished it, it's okay. If you don't even understand it, it's fine. In the future, it's gonna show up. You're gonna need it. It will help you, and you'll be like, oh, this book didn't help me when I got it, but it's helping me now. So that's the most interesting thing about books. Buy it once and you can review it over and over and over again. That's the second tool. Read books. People say, I'm not a person. It's fine not to be a book person and still read books. Okay? All right? So read books. The third tool is courses. Take more courses. I'm not talking about the academic courses like in school or university. Those are good too for professions. If you're in a professional field and you want to excel professionally, it's good, right? But the essence of what I'm saying is take courses on anything, actually, read on anything. Take courses on time management. Don't think you know, right? Learn, and learn. Like they say, learning never ends. So take more courses. If you meet a creator and the creator is teaching on something, maybe you have your own style, but maybe the creator or the professional will teach it in a different way. So courses are very important. And the platforms I use for courses, I use Udemy, I use Coursera, and I use LinkedIn Learning. So those are the platforms that I use for my courses. And also personal, like individuals, coaches, consultants, those who I want to learn from. I also purchase other courses from time to time. So courses are important, and I strongly recommend you to invest in courses. And yeah, some will come at a cost, some might be free. You can also have some free courses on Coursera and edX. These are just tools to really help you level up, and I really hope you make the best out of them. The fourth tool, newsletters and articles. You see Google, if you search something on Google and you check the results, you will be blown away. So make use of the articles. Articles are things that people don't like to really check nowadays. Just go to the videos. But there are some things which you can't really express in words. You just need to read it, right? And it's faster. You can quickly glance. If it catches your eye, then good and fine. But the video, maybe you might have to go watch it if they don't maybe divide the YouTube video so that you can skip the sections. So you won't even get what you're looking for, because some people just make videos online because they want the clicks, they want the views. So articles and newsletters. I have a newsletter. It's called the Weekly Recharge Newsletter. And what happens every Sunday, I do my best to send out an email at the beginning of the week, preferably on Sunday. Sometimes I send it on Monday, but preferably on Sunday. And that email is to charge you up to prepare you for the week ahead. I share tips and insights on personal development, growth, lifestyle, just things that can help you to get to the next level. And also, I challenge you to take the steps that you don't want to take. So if you're interested in my newsletter, you can subscribe. It's free in the description below. Trust me, you won't regret it. Maybe you're in traffic, maybe you're in the office, just see an email, you can read it, and it's short. Most of them are short, and you can have one insight that will change your life, something that you never thought of. I am also subscribed to so many newsletters, even though I hate it when the emails come in, so it's like a lot at the same time. That's why I've scheduled a specific time where, okay, this time is to go through my emails to clear the numbers, because I hate seeing the numbers there. So newsletters are good. Newsletters and articles, these are good tools to help you to enhance your personal growth and your development. Now, the fifth tool, podcast. I'm a podcast fan, and I have some podcasts that I listen to at all times. I have the VT podcast. Yes, Vusi. I'm a Vusi fan. I have the Master Coach podcast by Ajit. You know, I'm a coach, so I'm trying to build myself as a coach. So I listen to coaching podcasts all the time. Another coaching podcast that I listen to is the One Insight podcast by Rich. You see, this podcast is very intimidating. Like when I listen to it, I'm like, oh my God, am I at this level yet? but I love it because it pushes me to get to the next level. I also listen to the Graham Show. He just made his new book, The Rebel. I also listen to the Alox podcast. I listen to the Game by Alex Hormozi for business and marketing. And also one good podcast that I'm listening to recently is the Online Marketing Podcast by Amy Porterfield. So those are the podcasts that I listen to. Podcasts are good because on the go, when you're in your car, when you're doing laundry, when you're cooking, you can just put on your headphone and just listen to someone teach, talk, share your experience, share your ideas. And this tool is very important and can take your life to the next level. Only podcasts can take your life to the next level. Yeah, plenty of podcasts out there. So just try to get engaged with some of them. I mostly use Spotify. Sometimes I use Apple Podcast, but now there are also podcasts on YouTube. So do your best, figure out what you're interested in, and dive deep into the topics through podcasts. It will change your life forever. Trust me. The sixth tool that I use is the YouVersion Bible app. I'm a Christian, and my life won't be anything without God, so I can't leave this out. I use the YouVersion Bible app. To be honest, when it comes to spirituality, especially abroad, it's really difficult. You need to be strong in your faith. But the reason I like the YouVersion app for my Bible is because it has plans where you can have a 3-day devotional where the devotional will be there. It tells you a story, explains some key ideas using stories. I love that aspect of it. And different preachers all over the world come share their ideas and they preach to you. You can go through a good spiritual growth curve, and I consider it very important, and that it has helped me to understand things deeper and usually go there to comfort myself, especially when I'm down, So the YouVersion Bible app. You must not use the YouVersion Bible app, but if you're a Christian, I encourage you to have maybe a tool that is handy. I know the physical Bibles are good too when you're at home, but like if you are maybe on train and you're busy, you're working, you can have an app. I use the YouVersion Bible app. The seventh tool on the list I have is journaling. I don't know if I should call this a tool, but it's a tool. I will call it a tool because it's an activity. So you can use some journaling apps. You can just get any book, rough, empty book, and you can use that as your journal. The thing about journaling is you won't know the importance of journaling unless you do it. I found it really challenging. Even right now, I don't really journal all the time. I journal mostly when my head is clogged. I hope to journal every single day. That's a little bit difficult because I don't like writing my thoughts down too much. I think a lot. I just keep my notes. That's another tool. But journaling is important. You write down, you reflect. It helps you to come at ease. If you really want to know more about journaling, there are many videos out there. Go check it out. But journaling is good and it's an important practice. Now going to the eighth tool, your calendar. You see, we have smartphones, but we don't know how to even use them. Your calendar is very powerful. If you're someone who forgets things a lot, it's important and it's essential for you to put them in your calendar. Create a reminder and it reminds you beforehand that this is what's going to happen. All right? So in my weekly recharge system, I have a video on that. You can check it out on my channel. I talk on how I plan my week ahead. And after identifying what I have to do for that week, I package everything and I put it in my calendar. So when I look at my calendar, I wake up on Monday, I know, okay, on Monday, this is what I have to do. Bang, 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 bang. On Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and so on. So having a calendar is very essential. It's very important and it will help you. Use it. It's on your phone for a reason. Like my coach always says, if it's not in your calendar, you won't even do it. All he's trying to express is that it needs to be in your calendar if you consider it important. Do it. I have some of my friends, I have their birthdays on my calendar. I don't keep dates in my head unless maybe. Okay. I don't really keep so much dates on my head, except maybe for those who are really, really close. But for my other friends, which I would love to wish them happy birthday, I won't have it at the back of my head. It's in my calendar, okay? So I know you're saying you check on Facebook, yeah, but your calendar is really important. The ninth tool, note taking. Note taking. I use Google Keep most of the time. Sometimes I use my Note app on my iPhone, but it's been a long time. I use mostly my Google Keep because I can access it everywhere, anywhere, anytime. So Google Keep, that's what works for me. I don't know, maybe Good Notes work for you, but it's important for you to have a Note app. The thing is, you can keep your ideas in a book, right? In a short book, or even a journal, as we may call it. But the thing is, these tools can get missing. And if it gets missing, what happens to your ideas? You forget them. That's the truth. You will forget them. You might recall some of them, but you won't recall all of it. That's why I switched to using a digital tool like Google Keep. I put it on my phone, the thought comes in. Maybe I'm at work, the thought comes into my head, an idea. I just take my phone, I punch it there, and I keep it back. When I get home, I open my computer. It's on my computer already because it's synced through the internet. So having a digital note-taking app is very important. And the thing is, our ideas, our creativity comes when we least expect. So, for example, if you take a shower, when you least expect, something will come up, right? You can be taking a walk or just walking around your neighborhood, and boom, something just strikes in your head. That's how my ideas come about. So, I don't have a newsletter when I'm talking about this, so it's another thing. So go check my newsletter, guys. Go check my newsletter. So that's it. Have a note-taking app. Finally, we're at the 10th tool. And it's easy. Social media. Social media. Many people always say social media is destructive. I challenge that. It's destructive only when you let distractions to be your focus. But if you use social media as a tool for your growth and your development, it's going to serve you in that way. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all of them, they have people that are there just to show off. They have people that are there to genuinely create and influence others positively. They have people that are there just to run news and gossips. There are people that are there just to try to sell you something. So social media is like the world in general, but in the digital phase. You have to know what you consume online. Social media is not bad. It's what you let get into you. So what can you do? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with following. You can follow celebrities, you can follow your sports channels, but you can also be involved and be updated with things that will boost your life. So let me say you're trying to build your career. You could look for a career coach online and you follow the career coach, and you'll be able to get some insights here and there on how to elevate your career. That's another way of learning. If you're someone in the leadership space, you can also follow some leadership influencers online. And some of these guys, they have a wonderful team and they make sure whatever they pass out there is full of value. Push social media to your advantage. And YouTube specifically, because it's lengthy, people will share their ideas in a very free space, like the way I'm doing right now. YouTube, if you want to do web design, for example, you will see someone who would say, learn web design in an hour, or your web design playbook, where you have a long playlist of several videos. You could follow that and you will learn web design. Okay, maybe if you want to really go to the next level, you need to get a course, you need to invest more in the learning, but YouTube has almost everything. There's nothing hidden under the sun, but like you just come across a different messenger. There are different messengers, but like the message can be same. And YouTube is a good place. Go there, find someone you connect with, follow their channel, learn from them, improve yourself, and be who you want to be. This is our bonus tool I'm going to share. AI, artificial intelligence. Since the upcoming of AI, there are many tools you could use. I personally use ChatGPT. Sometimes I use Gemini. There's a new one I just found. It's called Perplexity. So these are important tools that you can use to aid your learning. You can just go on AI and type, how can I, or just type computer programming, or let me use goal setting 101, for example. It's going to tell you, to be honest, it's going to tell you. Okay, maybe it won't have that physical touch, but it's going to give you an idea. You will know the foundation. You know what it means. So use these tools for your advantage. If you are at work, you face a problem, a challenging problem, yeah, you can always ask for solutions from your coworker, but the AI tool is there, okay? It has been fed with data and it contains a whole lot than our brains can even comprehend. So using a tool like this to aid your everyday learning will help you. Even when sometimes I'm a little bit short with my structure, how can I improve my structure for my training? The training is about XYZ and it will give me something really concrete and I'll be able to correct it and make it match what I want. There are many AI tools out there. You have Copilot also, it's a good one from Microsoft. Use these tools, and AI is also integrated in most of the tools when it comes to graphic design, video editing. People always say AI isn't here to replace man, but those who use AI will replace those who don't use AI. So use these tools to your advantage, and I trust it's going to help you greatly. Wow, this is a long video. I hope you learned a thing or two from this, and I'm really proud you stayed to the end. What insight did you get from this? I would like to know in the comment section. Okay, so that's it, my friend. I'm really excited for you. I'm excited for your journey. I'm excited for your interest to take your life to the next level. And personal development is the way. You can't go wrong about it. And I want to see you win. I want to see you succeed. Okay, that's it for now. And I'll see you next time. Bye.